Hi friends, welcome back to Rise in Mourning. I'm your host, Kristen Hajar. In the last episode, I talked to you about the first 48 hours after losing Alec. The fog, the disbelief, how everything feels muted. Today, I want to talk about what comes after that. Not healing, not closure, but the very long, messy middle. The part people don't talk about enough. Because grief isn't a list of steps. It's not something you finish or check off. And for whoever came up with the phrase, 5 stages of grief, I'm sure they meant well, but it doesn't work like that in real life. Before I continue, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me comments, and you can find me anywhere on socials at Rise in Mourning. Grief doesn't come in neat little boxes labeled denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. It's more like a storm that comes and goes without warning throughout your entire day. You can wake up one morning feeling strong and grateful, and by lunch, you're sobbing in the car over a song you just heard. You can laugh and cry in the same breath. You can feel joy and devastation in the same heartbeat, and all of it is valid. For me, grief defined everything. It didn't just break my heart, it rearranged it. It changed how I saw myself, my marriage, my friendships, and even faith. People I thought would be there for the long haul disappeared, and people I barely knew stepped in and became anchors. That's something no one warns you about, how isolating grief can be, how you can be surrounded by people who love you, but still feel completely alone. People stop bringing up my son's name in conversation. People stop asking how you really are, and you're expected to just move on and be fine. There's also the forgetfulness and the fog that doesn't fade for months. It is really debilitating. You have a hard time having conversations, listening, paying attention. Your attention span is awful. You lose track of time. You can forget conversations you had. You feel disconnected from your own body. I remember walking through the stores thinking, how is this world still spinning? And having to avoid the baby aisle at every grocery store. And I still do. And then came the anxiety, the kind that just settles in your chest and in your shoulders and doesn't leave. Every sound, every moment feels like potential loss waiting to happen. You don't trust life anymore. I started realizing grief isn't just emotional, it's physical too. It lives in your body and it shows up as exhaustion, stomach pain, headaches, changes in your menstrual cycle, and hair loss, and that tightness in your chest that feels like it might never ease. And the truth is, it doesn't really go away, but it does change. It does lessen over time. The sharp edges soften a little bit. The tears still come, but they begin to carry something sacred with them, a strange mixture of sorrow and gratitude. If you're listening to this today and you've felt crazy, inconsistent, your friends have left you, you're broken because your grief doesn't look like anyone else's, I want you to know that there's nothing wrong with you. You're not failing at grief. There's no right way to do it, and there's no timeline. You don't move on with grief, you move with grief. You will carry the love and the loss for the rest of your life, and you just have to learn how to manage it and navigate it. You learn to live with the absence, to build a new rhythm in your life, to carry both loss and love in the same breath. And you learn slowly that this messy, long middle part is holy ground too, because God meets you there again and again. So if you're in that season right now, feeling isolated, anxious, broken, or forgotten, please know you are seen. You're not behind. You're not broken. You are simply becoming, being reshaped by the hands of God, who still has purpose for you, even here in this moment. For a long time, I lived in that messy middle space of grief. I was functioning on the outside, but falling apart on the inside. I smiled for my boys. I showed up when I could. I tried to be a good friend. I tried to be a good wife. But deep down, I felt completely lost and empty. Like I was an imposter in my own life. And the truth is, when grief stays unspoken for too long, it grows heavy. It starts to whisper lies that maybe you'll never feel okay again. There came a point for me when that weight became too much to carry. It was pouring rain. I found myself sitting in my car sobbing, not knowing if I can keep going. That's where my next part of the story begins. In the next episode, I'll share the moment that became my turning point, the day I decided to ask for help, and the day I decided between giving up or living again. If you're in that place right now, feeling like the darkness might never lift, please come back for this one, because even in the storm, there's still hope waiting to rise. Thanks for watching today, friends, and I'll see you next time, because even in mourning, we rise.